Hello, everybody. Uh, just another video going over the bug reviews. Um, there's quite a bit. Um, I'm I don't know too much about any other maps or other country trains, so I will be going over the bugs on Cajon Pass. Um, just because I'm more familiar with that. I don't think DTG is too familiar with American trains. So, and from what I've heard, most of the bugs are related to Cajon Pass, um, unless people are having like stuttering issues. That's, you know. So, let's see. All right, we are back in. The first thing that I have noticed, we'll go ahead and we'll jump on the ES44. So, the what is that? The temperature in Fahrenheit in the month of July. It doesn't matter if it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't think the desert's really going to be that cool. I live out in southeast Texas, so we see anywhere from 100 degrees and even higher at some points in the month of July, and even all the way, believe it or not, through December. And no matter what, the temperature is way too low for it to be in July. We're gonna go straight into December. I'm not gonna have dynamic weather because I don't want it's December. I guess that's another thing. They don't have snow for December. There it is. Yeah, that should be in December too. It does get kind of cold out there, so I would understand it being that cold. Let's see. So that's bug one. Well, maybe bug two if that is a bug. A lot of the other bugs we'll be talking about is to do with LODs, or level of detail. Okay. So we've got the snow, but if you watch, the snow has raindrop effects. If you see that right there on top of the train tracks, snow does not drip at all. Personally, this isn't really what I would consider a bug, but I would say that traffic should be a little bit slower, or the roads should be visible in the snow, because they do salt the roads. See, like that. Except there's still sand visible. That just doesn't look right at all. So, there's a couple right there. Another thing, buses are absolutely everywhere. I mean, everywhere. There's just way too many buses that spawn in. And then you can see the lights on the bus. They finally come on whenever you're nearly right next to them. So, let's see. Another thing, open up the door, no problem. As soon as you get away from it, door's closed. You can see that weird model. the door is technically still open. You can see it right there. You see it right there. It just does not look right at all. I don't think it does that with a back door though. Yeah, it does not do that with a back door. And what was it? I discovered this one on another video. So unlock these doors, and open them. And as soon as you go away from it, boom, the locking mechanism is right there. It's not pretty at all. You probably see it better whenever get this door open. This door open. And you can see it right there. That's not supposed to happen. Another thing, I wouldn't really say so much a bug, but I would love to see snow collecting on top of the actual trains or train cars, or kind of like the way CSX Heavy Haul did. Or what would be even better would be to have like this race snow effect, where the snow actually builds up on the train. Kind of makes it, seem a little bit more real. You can see where. And I think that's all the ones for the snow that I've been able to see. The ones I've been able to catch. I don't know if it's a bug or not. Defect detectors do not work. I don't know if that's just a bug or if they just did not implement that. The horn sequence button, even though it's there, nothing, nada, 0. Also, I don't know if these buttons are supposed to do anything, but the only way to access those is, actually there's no way to access them. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not, so you have to go to more options. Same thing with this one, just does not do anything except for the brighter, the way to dim the screen. And also, very minuscule thing, the fan, you turn it on, let's say we'll go to the back of the train, it loads out of sight, you go back in, it's on, but the fan's not running, you have to switch it back on and off. Again, not a bad bug, but it's there nonetheless. Let's see if I can get this. It's another bug, and it's kind of... I don't know if it'll actually do it or not. I'm not sure. We'll try. There's a bug where the horn, if you start blowing the horn during the lag spike, it will actually create like a copy of that horn in that place that the lag happens. So like if I blew the horn here and that bug happened, you'd have a looping horn sound all the way from where that happened, and then it would just continue on down the track, and then you would come up on other train horns just randomly throughout the route. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get it to happen, but it does happen, and it's rather annoying. Um, it really breaks the immersion. I don't know what causes it, or usually whenever it's like really laggy, like happens in yards and stuff. Um, the snow kick-up effect. Still have, there's one more right there. Pink cars under there. But you can see, looks like that texture underneath is being cast over the actual snow effect. That's also another one for the headlight. See, that's dim, and that's bright, and that's bright aux. You did not see any difference in bright and dim. I don't see a single difference in it. Usually dim is a lot dimmer. And also the headlights are very, very dark. Like they don't reach far out at all. Trying to think of something else through here. At least while we're still in the snow. The snow on the couplers looks pink, and that would probably be because of the texture of the coupler. But that's not supposed to be pink. It's supposed to be white. This just don't look right. Also, I don't know if it'll do it like this, but I know. Yeah, okay, yeah. It does happen. You see, once you start going, you cannot climb up the stairs at all. So you're stuck here. And now there's no way to stop the train. Shoot. Dang it. I was going to show you the other bug. Oh, no, I can reach it. Okay, I guess while we're stuck down here, the nose cab light, that's bright. It's for this, and it just keeps on going, keeps on going. There's no, like, shadow, so it's no, it's not, like, baked in lighting. So it just keeps on emitting a light source throughout the entire cab of the engine. And another thing, I guess, like all the other trains, this is blocked off unless, you know. But on here, you can still climb down, and that's not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to be able to climb off the train going that fast, or at least compared to Dovetail. Most of their other releases, they've never really allowed that. And there's really nothing we could have done. So if you go out onto the front of the engine while the train's running, whether you're in control of the train or not, yeah, you're kind of stuck there until the train comes to a stop. So that sucks. And to me, the snow kick-up effect looks kind of dirty. Like, it's brown. It's not white. And yeah, we're kind of stuck here now. Still leaves on a lot of the foliage that usually in winter time leaves would be dead. They wouldn't be there. Well, that looks good, actually. So Sounds like the sound just completely dies out. So we'll go ahead and jump on at a different time. Also on Cajon. I don't remember if there was any bugs with the SD40 though. And it's very basic, bare bones. Looks like most of the things, all the features were actually pulled from the original SD40. Let me pull up my list. There's my bug reports. And oh yeah, a lot of the crossings on Cajon Pass do not work at all. So that's fun. And I don't think I'll be able to get this to work unless I make like a 30-minute video just sitting around. If that works. But during the dynamic weather, I have had moments where it will be blue and sunshiny. It'll look like this outside, and then it just starts pouring down rain. It just starts pouring down rain, and there's nothing above. And there are, again, school buses are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Also, I forgot to mention these old trucks from Train Sim World, the original Train Sim World. During the snow, the seats will actually be covered in snow. So I don't know if y'all should replace just the trucks, or I don't know what y'all would do about that. So once you get in the cab, it kind of stutters. And just for proof, train stopped. I can go up and down if I want. Also, there's no physics to no collisions for the doors, so I can walk through the doors. Same thing for the outside cab. I can actually jump off the train if I wanted to and go through the door. It's just only time you can't go through the door is whenever it's closed. Once it's open, not really a bug, but you can't climb up these grab irons anymore. They did a really good job on detailing this engine though. But speaking of details, right here, your MU hoses, yeah, they don't really attach to anything on the backside right here. So you can see they are just kind of floating there. Not really a big bug, but it's still noticeable-ish. So, yeah, that's one thing. or another thing. If I remember, there's some of these switch stands where, like, if you go to switch them, they're all like, I don't know, I think it's those taller switch stands. They're very weird. You can't get them to switch properly. They like start on the right. And you have to go back and get them back. Something's up with them. No, I don't want to. We'll go ahead and jump back on. Also, which I will have to show this, which is why my audio is very weird. Okay. Whenever I have, let's see how low I have to have everything, but everything sounds kind of loud because I have to amp it up because the thunder is so quiet. The thunder is extremely quiet. And it's just not a good experience to have that thunder. It's just, you can barely hear it. Like, yeah, I know the thunder would probably be louder than or be quieter than the actual engine right here. So we'll go to that. And the other one is going to also be about rain, so I guess that's and the lightning itself. So we'll go to that. I created this bug list on the first day of this thing launching. So that's not really good, but you know, a lot of people are defending it, saying that, oh, it's a bug, it happens, but you know, it should have been fixed. It feels like no one was testing the game before they released it. It's just too much stuff. So we'll see. See, the rain here looks really good during the daytime. In the daylight. And also, whenever you move your camera, it takes a while for the rain to spawn in, so it just kind of breaks that immersiveness. You know, it's like, why are there big puddles here and nowhere else? It looks like it was painted on. Oh, dang. I didn't even see that car. That's messed up. And that's not even a bug though, that's just straight up a really poor quality car. On purpose though, not on accident. Alright. I don't know. I mean, everything else sounds good. You have the rain. Guess there's no thunder right now. Also, this just looks absolutely awful. This right here is just awful. I mean, look at this. How's a car supposed to drive over that? Okay, you can go. I don't know, it just goes through. That looks awful. It's like they've never seen a grade crossing before. They just, and you know, it's just little details like this right here. You know, they could have at least pulled the concrete or the sidewalk out. At least adds to the immersion a little bit. But wait, there is tarmac coming through the little rock garden they have going here. The raindrops effects look good, but they're also, they look like they're floating on some of this stuff. Probably because it is floating. Because that is a bound, what's it? An invisible boundary box. But the raindrops are spawning on top of the boundary box instead of going through it and landing there. Not a big make or break deal right there. Trust me, you probably wouldn't even see it from here, from inside the train, but if you start walking around, you'll notice. None of these lights are on during a thunderstorm. Usually everything is lit up during thunderstorms. Especially in America, everything. All these light posts should be lit up. It's a thunderstorm, low visibility. Again, with the dang school buses. They are everywhere. I do like the little derail things. Those are cool. So we're gonna bring this into nighttime, and you'll see everything that I'm talking about. So many bugs. It's not a deal breaker, but it's rather annoying. See, it's not supposed to be 68 degrees in June. That, to most of us from Texas, is considered a cold day. 68 degrees is enough for sweater weather around here. I don't know, I feel like I messed up and got lost in translation, because over there they're in Celsius. Here it's Fahrenheit. So you can see there's low visibility because of how bad the rain looks. And then whenever you turn on your headlights more, it just is worse. You cannot see anything. And I feel like that really wouldn't look like that. Like, the rain looks like lines right there. It just does not look all that good, in my opinion. Let's see if motion blur would fix that. Nope, still the same way. They're just really, that's like the worst rain look I've ever seen. Luckily they have mods for that, but let me show you the nose light that I was talking about. Look at that. That's not supposed to happen. That just looks absolutely awful. It's supposed to be for the nose, not for, see, like, so like this is supposed to be how it is. You can see here. And as soon as you open the door, boom, light. But you're not supposed to have light go through the walls, the control stand, the floor. It just looks awful. And you can actually hear the thunder here. And I'm gonna have to turn the volume down because I'm gonna reset the default audio. Checks external alerts, that don't matter. But everything is from stock game, it is all 100. It don't get any louder. Also, the rain looks like it disappears as soon as you step out of the light. Where's the rain? Most of the time, if it were raining, you would at least see it reflecting off of the lights here. A little bit on. Let's see, as soon as I turn on my helmet, it just doesn't look like it's raining until there's lightning. But I think it's because they only put rain near the player. Anywhere else around the player is not. There's no more rain. And I think it's just like it should look like this right here. That would look absolutely perfect. That looks a lot more realistic. That looks like rain. But as soon as you get extremely close to the train, it just happens way too much. That just doesn't look, that does not look realistic. You can't really hear the rain from the side of the guys. You really hear the truck there. Just the wind is feeling great. wherever your camera is, the lighting will strike. Like it has rain sound effects are really quiet. Thunder, very quiet. Compared to the volume of the engine and all that, it's just too much, too loud. Or the clutch is too loud. One of the two. Actually, from the beginning, I thought that there was no lightning, or no thunder sound, because I couldn't hear it. And of course, you can hear those that looks like rain, but also it looks like the rain disappeared. I don't know how to explain it. It's not feel. Auto rack. Let's see right there. There's this. Needs to be further. Way further. I think I've touched up on everything. Let me make sure. I don't wanna. Yeah, that's it. I touched on everything from what I could find in Cajon Pass. So hopefully these things get addressed. I I really hope that they get addressed. Not for my sakes, but for the game as a whole. I'd much rather the game get better updated and have these bugs fixed than have to deal with them. Um, you know. So let's hope for the best. I'll see you on the next one.